Situated in one of the most beautiful valleys at the Grand Canyon along the Yellow River's middle reach, Laoniuwan, or Road Ox Bay, served as a military fortress 500 years ago.
Our village used to be the poorest in the county.
Villagers reaped nothing 9 years out of 10.
Follow us to visit Laoniuwan village, where the Yellow River meets the Great War, and talk to descendants of ancient garrison soldiers in episode 5 of our 12-part series, The Yellow River Mosaic, from poorest village to tourist attraction.
September the 23rd, 2021, in Laoniuwan village at the northern end of Jin-Shaan Grand Canyon, the middle reach of the Yellow River.
你晓得天下的黄河几深那几道啊。
We checked in at a family-run hostel and we arrived at Laoniuwan, located at the point of intersection of two iconic Chinese landmarks, the Yellow River and the Great Wall. Guo Wensheng is the owner of the hostel.
Our village used to be the poorest in the county. Now it's the richest.
Laoniuwan, or Old Ox Bay, is where the Yellow River enters the province of Shanxi to the east of the Kenya. Arguably one of the most beautiful valleys in China, Laoniuwan was actually a military fortress some 500 years ago. As descendants of the garrison, the villagers used to live in traditional cave dwellings built on the cliff by the Yellow River.
We used to sleep in this room. My mom and two sisters slept on this side. Dad, my brother, and I on the other.
Sitting on the kang with his back bending, 46-year-old Guo Shuai-sheng, the younger brother of the hostel owner, described their lives in the past. The kang, built of loess or yellow earth, serves as a bed that can be heated in winter and for general daily activities all year round. It takes up almost half of the floor space in the small cave dwelling.
When I was young, the road in the fortress was made of stone. It was so rough that kids often got injured playing there. We used to spend hours every day fetching water from a spring by the Yellow River. It was a hard life. In late 1980s, we moved out of the fortress and started to collect rainwater for drinking. I first worked in a cement plant in the county, and then as a coal miner in my 20s. Our income would double if we went down the coal pit. Deep in the pit, we dug 40 to 50 tons of coal with a shovel each day. It was the toughest time in my life.
Uh, 56-year-old Lu Chenggui, former head of the village, joined us and explained why the place was dirt poor in the past. He said the rugged terrain and infertile, barren land made farming here extremely difficult. In addition, the region is prone to natural disasters and farming is often made impossible in times of floods and droughts.
Many villagers therefore chose to work as boatmen or build boats in the past. But as the water volume in the Yellow River dropped significantly in the 1980s, and with the development of land transportation, people gradually quit their traditional ways of living. A popular saying went, villagers in these counties reaped nothing 9 years out of 10. Men had to leave home to seek other jobs for a living, while the women left behind foraged wild plants for food.
Lu said when Chinese people became wealthier and rural tourism picked up momentum in the late 2000s, he decided to develop tourism in the village.
Laoniuwan is where the Yellow River and the Great Wall meet. In addition, we have an ancient castle and a fortress in our village. All these are popular tourist resources.
Standing by the ox-head-shaped bay, I saw the winding Great Wall from the east, stretching along the river. Its reflection in the water swayed gently in the breeze. In the distance, an 8-story military watchtower overlooked from the cliffside. Not far from the tower is the fortress where the villagers used to live. Most cave dwellings there have a history of 200 years.
It was not easy in the beginning. I invited many people, including photographers, to visit the village. Gradually, more people got to know the place and came to visit. Then some villagers began to provide homestay services.
Guo Shuaisheng's family was among the first to start a hostel business.
My brother and I built 5 cave dwellings in 2008. Later, we built more with more tourists coming.
The newest hostel complex is a row of cave dwellings decorated with red window lattice. In total, they have 46 guest rooms and a restaurant that can host 60 diners.
The peak season runs from May to October. The hostel is always fully booked over the weekends during these months.
Guo Shuaisheng said now nearly every family runs hostels and restaurants in this small village of 200 people.
We also have Western visitors. Most of them come from European countries. They come here to ice skate in winter. Some have been coming here for 6 years in a row.
Guo Shuaisheng showed us their vegetable garden and said all the vegetables served in their restaurants were grown by themselves. On the way back, I visited Guo's house, one of the 5 cave dwellings in a row.
My wife and I live in this one. The rest are guest rooms.
Their home is bigger than the old one they used to live in. The layouts are the same, with a kang in the north and a stove next to it. While loess was all they used to build the old dwelling, the new home has tiles. The interior wall is lime-washed. There are also now a TV, a computer, a dresser and a wardrobe. 2 potted plants by the window have brought new life to the place. September is a busy month at Laoniuwan in terms of both tourism and farming. Guo Shuaisheng said the villagers plant trees on part of the land in accordance with China's reforestation initiative that started in 2002. They use the rest of the land to grow crops, including maize, millet and potato. Though still subjected to the unpredictability of weather, the villagers have become self-sufficient. Lu Chengui, former head of Laoniuwan, said young people have been attracted back to the village. Instead of working as Yellow River boatmen like their ancestors, they now drive sightseeing yachts and entertain tourists on the river.
It was hard for us to attract investment in the past. Now, investors are rushing to the village.
In addition to sightseeing, the village has added fruit picking and fish farming to their hospitality services. Nevertheless, Lü Chengui is not free from worry. He's deeply concerned about the children in Laoniuwan. He said there are no schools in the village. Kids are all sent to study in county towns and cities, as their parents can now afford them.
I grew up drinking water from the Yellow River and playing on the Great Wall. My affection for them grew even stronger as I grow older. The Great Wall is more than a historic site. It's our home, not to mention the Yellow River. We are the garrison's descendants. Our roots are here. In contrast, the younger generation is growing up in counties and cities. I'm afraid they're not attached to this place as their parents and grandparents are.
For middle-aged people like Guo Shuaisheng, there's nothing to complain about.
I used to work in Inner Mongolia and only came back during big holidays. When the village became a tourist attraction, I returned and have stayed ever since. We work hard to serve the tourists. It's much better than working away from home.
Guo added that he would be very happy to live by the Yellow River for the rest of his life.